Good morning, Taurus. Welcome to my weekly tarot love reading for you. I am the Tarot Muse. I have got your cards all shuffled and laid out here, so we are ready to just dive in. I just need to mention that I'm in the Philippines. There's a lot of noises, chickens, pigs, scooters, karaoke, children, etc. And I can't avoid it, so it'll be part of the experience. Alright, let's dive in. So I'm going to be picking all the cards to lay them out first, and then we're going to dive in deeper, so just bear with me. What's going on in the present moment for you, Taurus? One card. Moving away from something. And this is crossed by the Death card. What's happened in the past for you, Taurus? We have the Queen of Pentacles. What's happening in the future? We have the Six of Pentacles. What is conscious for you right now? The Ace of Cups, the Love card. What is unconscious for you right now? The Judgment card, stepping into a higher place, resurrection, rebirth. What is going on for you, Taurus? We have got the Knight of Wands. What is going on for the other person? Ooh, suffering. What is the relationship at right now? Page of Swords. And what is the outcome? Stalemate, emotional indecision. Okay, coming to the present moment, we have the Six of Swords, which is about moving away from some kind of emotional and mental anguish towards calmer waters. So whatever has happened is in the near past behind you, and you're moving away from that. So this is what's busy happening. What's crossing this card is the Death card. So the death is wanting to happen. Let's find out more about what it is that you're moving away from. Let's get three cards. We've got the Empress, we've got the Four of Swords, and the Lovers. So with regards to a relationship, you're wanting to return back to a place of contentment and sensuality, and you know that's very much the Taurus quality. Taurus is very much connected to the senses and pleasure and groundedness and being in the body and just loving life, the sensual qualities of life. And so that's what the Empress's card, and this Empress is actually taking time out mentally from the relationship. And I pick one card for the relationship, and this relationship has got the Ten of Swords on top of it, so it's gone through some kind of shattering and it's done. There's a betrayal that's happened. It's over. Well, I'm not going to say that it is over, but it's not in a good place. So not just yet, because maybe it isn't over. Maybe it goes through some kind of a change. Let's see what will happen. So with the Death card that's covering this moving away from something, let's find out more about what the death is about. Three cards. Okay. So for you, this death is literally a ego death of sorts, or metaphorical death, and it's to do with the paradigm shift, or the realization, or the understanding, or the awareness that intensifies for you the more you move away from the situation that is not good for you. So it's a strong confirmation that this is not something that's good for you, and you're moving away from it. So I'd like to find out what happened in the past. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign. She rules Taurus, but also Capricorn and Virgo. So this could be you, Taurus, or it could be one of the other earth signs. Let's pick three cards to find out what happened in the past. Okay. So I see you in just in your essence, grounded, consistent, secure, stable, in your passion, in your sensuality. And there is something that was offered to you through this relationship. It was a new potential. It was a new opportunity for something, some kind of abundant connection. And then I've got the Wheel of Fortune card on top of that. And so the Wheel of Fortune shows me, or tells me, that this state that you were in started moving in a new direction. Something happened. And so I've got on top of that the High Priestess card. And there was an intuitive knowing that you needed to create some kind of surrender or new beginning for yourself. And I want to find out more about what this is about, because I'm not getting any cards yet that are telling me what it is that happened in the past. So I've just got the Moon card, working around confusion and perseverance. And then there was some kind of detachment that happened. So something within the connection happened that created a lot of confusion, and there was a detachment that happened. So I've got the King and Queen of Swords here. So I get the sense that you, from this place of sensuality and connection and really being in you, something happened which created some kind of detachment in you. When situations are too intense or painful, or they start operating in a healthy way, sometimes a way of coping with it is to detach from it, to push it away. But I see we've got the Queen of Swords here, so we could be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, or a Aquarius. This could have been the person that you were involved with, and there was some kind of detachment that happened with this person. So let's go a little bit deeper and see what is conscious for you. We've got the Ace of Cups card, and this generally has to do with love. It can be love for the other, for the relationship, or love for self. And I've got the Chariot card, the Strength card, and the Knight of Swords. So the inner strength that is cultivated through power and really taking a stand against what love means for you and what is important for you and what your values are for you, and really having strong opinions around that. And I sense that that's where you are at right now. Like, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is what serves me, this isn't what serves me. And this is consciously what's happening for you. So unconsciously, I want to find out more about what's going on. We've got the Judgment card, so I'm going to pick 3 cards. And the Judgment is about stepping into a higher place. There's some kind of incident that's happened, and it's the transformation or the realization or the resurrection or the shift, the rebirth that happens in response to it. And I've got the 4 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Star card. So this rebirth that's happening, it's to do with it managing your hopes and dreams around what a marriage or a relationship is about. So it's this incident has happened with this person that's been painful, and the realization for you is deepening your awareness and discernment around what is success for you, that around your dreams and your hopes, and how can you manage that, what is important for you in a connection. We've also got you in the present moment as the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is and so when I pick 3 cards for that, what I'm seeing here is the 6 of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. So it's this pattern of offering love, but perhaps not being fully present with the other person, not really seeing what's in the relationship. And so it could be because your focus is around sexuality, the more sexual aspect of the relationship, as opposed to the fullness of the relationship, the highs and the lows. Because this is telling me, we've got the Nostalgia card. It's a card of also exploring patterns that we keep repeating from the past, things from the past. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. This Knight of Cups is offering something. But the offering that it's offering is not received or seen. So either this is something that you felt, Taurus, you felt that what it is that you were offering was not being received or seen, or the other person was not open to receive it, or this is something that you playing out on your side. And I sense that this has to do with passion and sexuality and playfulness, because we have you as the Knight of Wands here. So let's look at what's going on for the other person, because they're not in such a good state. We've got the Nine of Swords over there, and we've got the King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So so this Nine of Swords is about emotional torment and depression and lying awake at night, like churning, going round and round in the mind, trying to figure things out and understand why. And then we've got the King of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor card. So yeah, I would say that this has left them feeling very emotional about the situation, and they're really sitting with it and churning it in their minds and trying to process it and understand it. But what is happening at the same time is there's a new opportunity for them to move forward. So they're kind of in the process of that right now, like connected to the emotions and the pain of the connection, but at the same time seeing that there's a new opportunity for them to take charge of their life and move forward. So this could be with regards to the relationship or a new opportunity for them to move away. It still hasn't been determined what the outcome is. So I have got, for some reason, okay, so let's see what happens in the future for you, Taurus. Let's get 3 cards. So with regards to the sharing, there was some kind of there was a breakdown that happened. And it's interesting because I picked 3 cards, and the middle card is the the Nine of Pentacles, and this is a card of independence. And it's an independent state that you reach as a result of having worked hard and achieved abundance for yourself as an individual. And on either side of that, excuse the noise again, on either side of that we have the Tower card and we have the Devil card. So this independence is interrupted by some kind of attachment or bondage, something unhealthy, and some kind of destruction. So I see this happening in the future, and perhaps there's an intention now to walk away from the relationship, but I see you're not fully walking away from it yet. Perhaps you're still in it. Perhaps you're still processing it right now. But in the future, I do see that there's a desire to return back to a state of independence and back to your power, back to your aloneness, a place where you feel emotionally fulfilled, away from, and the sense that I'm getting here is I get codependency, like some kind of, this connection that you're in is it's an unhealthy codependent connection, and it's not working. It's not in alignment with you, with where you're at, and so I see you moving away from it. Where's the relationship at right now? I've got the Page of Swords. Yep, I've got the Heartbreak card, the looking away to manifest something new. So there's a lot of thought and curiosity and thinking and processing around the heartbreak of this relationship, and so planning, looking in a new direction to recreate something that is healthier for you, that is happy for you. Okay, so then last card we've got the Two of Swords card, and the Two of Swords is around emotional stalemate, or it's a stalemate card, or it's a card of emotional indecision. And when I pick 3 cards around that, I get the Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the King of Pentacles. And so for you, it's around being alone again, returning back to your aloneness in order to stabilize and ground yourself and get yourself back to that state of security and sensuality, and just connected to who you are, Taurus, the essence of who you are. And so you realize that this is done, it's not going to work, and so there's the focus in the aloneness of coming back to that. And so when I look at some of the cards over here, I've got the Osho cards over here, and I've got the rebirth card, the outsider and playfulness. And I almost get the feeling that you were very consumed by this relationship for a little while, and it took you away from being a part of everything that you love. Perhaps it was very codependent. And so I see a rebirth happening for you, where you move from this sort of dull state that you were in within this relationship and enter back into the world again, into your playfulness and your sensuality, and you go through this rebirth, back to the innocence of a child, so to speak. And it's very beautiful. Back to your state of receptivity, where your senses are enlightened again. And I have a card here, it's a love oracle card that I'd like to read to you. I love you not only for